Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a long time since we've just sat down and talked. Let me tell you something. I'm tired. Between putting out the book and it being 2020, I am so ready for like a long winter's nap. Thank God the weather is starting to change. That's all I could say. Las Vegas hasn't had a drop of rain in 6 months. It's getting a little unnerving. Oh my God. So I have to show you guys this. I have a lot to do today with you guys. First of all, thank you to everybody who have purchased the book. I've seen some of the cherries that people are putting out, and oh my God, they're amazing. They're like little juicy nuggets on the page. Great job, everybody. Really, seriously, you nailed that one. I haven't seen any of them that anybody that hasn't like nailed it. So I'm taking tonight off from coloring. Not that I don't want to color, it's just, I'm tired. I wanted to show you guys this. Well, first, I wanted to tell you about this company because, and how I got with this company. I got an email a couple of months ago from this guy, Lee. He wrote a very nice letter to me and he asked me if I was interested in reviewing some diamond art. I almost ignored the first email that he sent me, but he was a little persistent and he kept following up. And the company doesn't really have a name. It has a name, but it's letters. And if you think I can't pronounce ochre, I'm practicing. You think I can't pronounce ochre? This company is GBFKE. And I even went on YouTube to say if does it have a pronunciation, and nobody has gotten it. So the company is GBFKE, and it's gbfke.com. So they asked me if I would review some diamond paintings, or diamond art. Now, I don't know the first thing about diamond art. I had only seen one in my entire life. And I told him that. And right off the bat, I'm like, I don't know if I'm the right person for you. Or, I don't have a diamond art channel. I know a couple of the colorists do it, but I don't have the eyesight to do this. But he was really nice and he was very persistent. He was like, no, just, tell them what you think. And I think it's a good idea because I didn't have anything to go by. I didn't have any preconceived notions or anything like that. So they told me to go to their website and to pick some things off their website that I'd be interested in. I went there, and let me tell you, it was like getting lost in a maze. It was incredible. Just their diamond pictures, there's 124 pages. And I'm serious, 100 full pages of diamond. So how do you pick? How do you pick from that? It's like every time I saw one, I found another one that I liked better. But I ended up picking out a couple of things that were a little bit different that I hadn't really seen other diamond artists do. And I wanted to show it to you today. Now, I didn't do this. My father did. And let me tell you something. It's been a long 6 months in the house. I love my dad a lot, but we're on top of each other. And if my father does not have a hobby, I suffer. Because then he tries to do my stuff, like rearranging the kitchen, or he just needs a hobby. We get along normally, but just to keep me from wanting to strangle him, and me, he needs a hobby. I said yes to this guy, Lee, and the company, within like maybe 2 or 3 weeks, everything that I had picked, and I picked a lot of stuff. I didn't expect them to send it. I honestly didn't. I just said, this is what I like. You choose whatever you want to send me. And they sent me everything on my list. So I was very surprised about that. And I picked different things that I didn't normally see. And right about then, my father ran out of puzzles. Now, my father, he's 86 years old, and his hobby is doing 1,000 piece puzzles. And my walls are getting covered in them because he likes to hang up everything he does. But he likes to hang up my art too. Like if I give him a picture, he's out framing it, and you know, so he likes to hang his things up, and I just don't have any more wall space for puzzles. And I thought, oh, okay, we'll deal with the diamond art. So I figured, I asked him, I said, Dad, could you try this? I have to do a review for the company. You tell me what you think of this, and I'll go from there. And I ordered part of it, these little cards, and these are, well, obviously Christmas cards. I'm gonna attach like a ribbon to it, and we're gonna put them on the tree. And there's one for everyone in my family. So this came as a set, and I just handed him Santa. Actually, I handed him the bells. This is the one. I was really surprised. Their bling is real bling. I thought these diamond art sets weren't sparkly or anything like that. But they're sparkly. I'm like, Dad, make me a cup. You're getting good with this bling stuff. So he did this one for me. And this is all he was going to do, was this. And then I was like, okay, you don't have to do anything else. And he was like, oh, that wasn't so bad. Give me another one. So I gave him Santa. Well, the next thing I knew, he had taken over the entire set. And he sat there for hours. He loves it. I mean, hours and hours in doing this, and enjoyed every minute of it. It was about a month and a half, and he did all of what I'm going to show you. Every one of it. I didn't place one diamond on anything. And they're called drills, diamond drills. I had to look these things up so I can sound like I know what I was doing with this, but I will admit I did not. They're definitely sparkly. They're definitely cool because now we have little Christmas things for my tree. And yes, I know I'm Jewish. I have a Christmas tree envy. It's all psychological, not having one when I was a child. No. We also have a mixed household, so yeah, we have a tree. So he did all of this. And then he was like, what else do you got? Well, they sent me now. This is cool. They've got diamond sketchbooks. And I was like, I thought they were going to send me one. They didn't send me one, they sent me two. So I have my blingy sketchbooks. These are for me. I could use these, of course. They have also notebooks. These are the bases of the cards. Those things go in Christmas cards, so we've got all of this, too. Now, you guys are going to appreciate this. I don't know if I can do it here. It unfolds. Yes, it does. It unfolds. Where's the blingy side? Wait a minute. Sorry, I've got my tripod right there. Look how beautiful this is to hold my coloring books. Nice, huh? So that I thought was really different. And the drills on this were big. Look at the iridescent and sparkly. Again, I apologize for my tripod. Then they sent me one of these, which is, it lights up. I still have the paper on it, but it's acrylic. You take the paper off and it's perfectly smooth. And this lights up and you can see the drill bits like where to put it and what they're, what they have on them, like little letters to match up to the colors. But this is nicer than the board I have that I draw with. So I got a board for drawing, and it was like $15. It was like cheaper than what I paid for on Amazon. It didn't end there. But you know me and my fish. They sent me this one. We're having it framed. That's why it's all cut up like that. It's going to go in the frame. Isn't that nice? So this is going to go where my fish tanks are. Now, the one thing I was concerned at with getting into this is, do they really send you, like, a lot? Out of everything that I have, this is all the extra. This is everything we didn't use. See all of this? Now I understand when I was watching some of the diamond painting videos where they organize their extra bits and pieces and they have big boxes of it. This was just this order. All of this are all the extras, and all of this. So you don't have to worry about anything when it comes to running out of pieces, even if you drop a few, which was what I was concerned at. And it comes with the wax. Okay, these little trays. They came with little bags too. Some of them did. This is for the wax. You put the wax on it, and then it picks up the little drill bit. Now, my father did say he likes the round ones better than he likes the square. The square was harder, but these were his first ones, so it's not so bad. So I got all of that. Well, actually, he did. And then he's already framed it. And this was the big one. I was hesitant about getting a big one. I never thought he would finish this. But nope, he sat there and he worked on it and worked on it. And it came out so cute that we framed it. And you can see that's Mickey Mouse done in fireworks. So, of course, what happened? I went out and I went and bought him. You should see what was in my cart. And I'll show you pictures of what we're getting. I ordered a ton more. The prices are phenomenal. I think when I bought him like 8 of them, 8 more to do, and I paid like under $40 for them. The price is like, you can get them for like $8 to $10. Some of them were on sale, even cheaper than that, and it was so nice. I just can't believe that this company was like this. And they all came with directions, and they came with like little cards that said where to do things, and it wasn't that hard for him to do. This one was square. The drill bits are round, square, and then they have like specialty bits like these. So I just had to give a shout out to this company because this was wonderful. I did not expect it to be like this. And then I recommended my friend Rory, and they sent her a ton of stuff. She's a crafter on YouTube, and they sent her a ton of stuff. So I was like, wow, That was really nice of this company. So I will leave the link to their website. They didn't give me a code or anything like that. Whatever. I'll leave the link in the description. But yeah, I definitely would recommend this company. Very nice. I haven't shown you guys the tank in a while. Look how big they got. And so healthy. And so prolific. I don't know if you can see them now because it's nighttime, but the back is filled with little baby fish. I love them. I love the babies. And we got so many new ones that, well, the tank is off now. I don't want to turn it back on. We got another fish tank to hold all the babies from this tank. But we did go, we go to like this mom and pop aquarium place, to get our supplies, and they said that they would take guppies, that if we have too many of them. They were the ones I got these guppies from to begin with. So pretty. They expect to be fed right now. It's not their feeding time. Look how pretty. And of course the frogs are doing good. They're up at night. Right. The other one's around here somewhere. I don't know where he is, but I saw him before. They're good at hiding, even though there's not a lot of space to hide in. It's been a while since you guys have seen Mina. Look how big she got. Oh my God. Give me a baby. She's a year old. She fit in the palm of my hand when I got her. Look at this tail. She's giving me the evil eye now. Mom, you woke me up for this. She's usually asleep now. I think she's part alligator. So, I know it's getting, I'm going to put you guys back on the tripod. Okay, so I know it's getting to be Halloween, and I didn't mean for it to happen, but how many of you guys picked up on that ghost that visited me during my video? She's always holding her hand underneath her. It drives me nuts. There. Now you're all... She's gonna poop on... She's got strawberry in her foot. You're a mess. It was fruit day. And she's got strawberries all over her. Okay, we'll soak that off. So, how many of you guys caught the ghost? Let's discuss this for a bit. So I'm sitting in my kitchen and I'm videotaping that video on the book. And I was into it. Now, all that night, I came out into the kitchen to videotape because Mina was who lives in my craft room. She was going nuts the whole night, and she's usually asleep at night. She usually doesn't get up unless I'm like doing something with her. So she was awake and trying to get out of her cage, which is not something she always does. Like, she's usually very calm in her cage. And I did the videotaping. I had to go out of the room because between my birds cheeping and her banging on the roof of the cage, she was jumping up to get out of the cage. I couldn't do anything in the room, so I came out to the kitchen. And I did my videotape, and then I just brought it into my craft room where my computer is to edit. And all of a sudden, I hear that voice. Now, nobody was awake at the time. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, which is normal for me to be working at 3 in the morning. Everybody knows that. I'm a night owl. I hear this voice behind, like it wasn't upstairs. It wasn't any of the kids. Everybody was asleep. They all had to work the next day. I ran upstairs, like, and checked to see maybe, it didn't sound like it came from upstairs, but it said Barry, which was very strange. That's not a common name, but it was my best friend's name. Now, I was blessed with 5 best friends in this life, and I mean, they're not my couple friends. These are my childhood friends. And his name was Barry, not Barry. He grew up in New York, and he was Barry up until he moved out when he went to college. He went down to Maryland, and then he went to law school down there. Also, I believe it was in Maryland. And then he moved out to Chicago. So he never came back to New York. He came back to visit. So he developed this weird accent. He lost his New York accent, or most of it. Sometimes after talking to me for a while, it would come back, but he used to pronounce his name Barry, which was weird to me because his name was Barry, and he used to say Barry. And on that video, and now I'm going to play it again, I'm going to put that little part in, you can hear that person or that thing or that noise or whatever it was clearly say Barry. And it sounded like his voice too. Like when I heard it, I was like, there was no doubt that was my friend's voice. Like, I've been friends with him since I was 2 years old. I know the way he said it, and he's been gone for 5 years. And I always feel like he's around me, but I didn't think I was going to pick up an EVP. That's what they call them when you catch it on the phone, and a voice that you don't hear, but the phone catches it, or, a recording catches it. So my friend in Utah, they're Ghostbusters, as I make fun of him being, but I have to show it to him because he's come to my house. I always say my house is not haunted. I don't like the name haunted. It's not haunted where you'd be afraid of what's here, like you think of evil. I always think I have spirits, loved ones around. And I always felt like he was always with me. I mean, because I carry him in my heart every single minute of the day. My other friend, Mina, who this one was named after, she was the one that passed away not too long ago. We're just coming up on a year now. It's just so weird. I always feel them around me, but I never thought I would hear one of them say their name. So I'll play that. And it happened just at Halloween, right, Mina? She's going to take my finger off any minute. She's sizing me up. She's saying, oh, you're going to taste good. And then I'm going to poop on your paper. I know her well. She's definitely not Puff. Puff, first of all, is smaller than her. Way smaller. And he's white, where she's yellow and orange. And he's like Mr. Mellow Dude. You can't get him to, even walk across the cage. If you put him down somewhere, that's where he's going to be. Not this one. I have to clip her nails. You need a manicure. That's what I'm going to do after I'm finished. I'm going to give her a manicure. Color combination. In the videos for the book, we go over this very extensively. The last section is your work section. I've included a grayscale practice. Wasn't that weird? I mean, did you hear it? Well, if my friend is here, then he's here. So, don't mind my keyboard. I just got it today, actually. Do you remember, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, I said I spilled some coffee on my keyboard, and I was like, well, it's not going to live. Well, it lived for a couple of weeks, but then the capital, I couldn't shift and do a capital letter. And I was like, well, I got to get a new one. So we just got this one today, and it's really cool because it lights up if you just put your hand over it, and it lights up. And then it goes out. And then you can have it go on. It's similar to my other one, but it's a little bit smaller, which is better for my desk. I'll have more room for coloring. My other keyboard was huge. All right, well, I've been rambling long enough. I'm probably getting sick of my voice. Tomorrow is Monday, and it's class day. We're going to be doing the grapes, and that class is on creating depth. So if you're interested in doing the classes with us, it's every Monday. And the paperwork, I'll leave the link in the description for you to get the paperwork for it. The people who have started it already are doing amazing. The lessons are in the book, so you can come in at any time. Just the new lessons come up every Monday, but you don't, you can skip a week. They're there for you to take. So I will see you guys tomorrow in class. Take care. Bye bye.